Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how y'all keeping? This is the PandaPuncher. Yes, PandaPuncher, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. This is, of course, a continuation of Bohemian Empire, or Fascist Czechoslovakia Let's Play, and in the last episode we had halted our push into the Soviet Union here, just so that we could regroup, catch up on our supplies, and sort of just get a wee bit of a planning bonus before we push again. And we are trying to keep in check this Allied landing over here in the sort of Albania region. This is something I want to address in this episode. We do have 333,000 manpower. I'm going to create a couple of divisions to put on this front, and hopefully it might be enough to push the Allies out. Something we have to keep an eye on is the Allied push over here. The Germans don't have the biggest number of troops over here, and I just realised my frames are a wee bit shitty, but we just have to keep an eye on this because, part of the reason why we joined the Axis is so that we could have this buffer to the Allies, so that we could focus on doing our own thing. Our plans, are obviously still the same as we were before. Take a bunch of resources here, push down in the Middle East, la-di-da-di-da. Hopefully, capitulate the Soviet Union so the Germans can, focus more troops over here. In the grand scheme of things, the push here has been quite slow, but we have taken, a decent amount of territory with our limited resources. But the Germans aren't really making much headway, and that's something we have to be concerned about. To make the Soviets capitulate, it's going to take a fair bit. Depending on how our push goes down here, we might be able to sacrifice a few troops from this army, join them up with a few troops that we're going to create, and make maybe a spearhead towards Moscow or something, but time will tell on that front. So, we do have air wings with no missions assigned, we have no divisions of basic training. We're going to create... Hold on, let's edit our motorized division. I think we should change to motorized. Or maybe we should convert these to motorized. Oh, let's take a minute here. Like, motorized battalion, yeah. Motorized infantry. Motorized battalion, motorized infantry. That's not exactly what I have forgot to check the numbers. Alright, edit. Okay, so this takes what's the manpower? 11,600. So if we actually change this to just motorized, and I know a few things have been, it actually goes up. But then if we change that to remove and remove, still a lot. Do you want to go for smaller divisions, maybe just 2 deep? Because what we could do is remove, remove, and remove. That brings down to 8,800. Okay, I'm just going to take down some stats here, because again, this is something I don't really do too much. Again, my Hearts of Iron sort of playthroughs are very much just wing it and hope for the best. It's actually worked, so don't judge me. It has worked. But I kind of do want to get into the nitty-gritty stats of things. So a 2 deep, just motorized infantry with these support divisions or units or whatever you want to call them, has a soft attack of 101, hard attack of 17, and defensive 216, breakthrough 33, manpower 8,800. Right, so if we cancel that, go into this. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for mechanized, I think, and hopefully our production of medium tanks can go through the roof. So we're going to send a lot more factories to it. Take a look at our logistics. We are way ahead in terms of infantry equipment. So infantry equipment and artillery are pretty well, and actually motorized as well, and support. Actually, all 4 of those things could be scaled back a little bit. So small arms, we're going to take 2 factories away, take a factory away from that. Artillery we're going to bring down to 1 line. Motorized we're going to bring down to 3. And then the medium tanks are going to just keep getting factories. Toad, anti-tank. I'm going to be taking anti-tank out of some things. And we have... What are we using for tungsten? The medium tanks. Okay, so we need to improve our tungsten. And where's our planes? Planes. Okay, there. That's fine. Planes are okay for now. So let's go into our trade. Let's get tungsten. British... United... We could get stuff for the United States or Japan. United States. Just get us enough. Send. Done. That should be us okay for now. Unless I missed something there. Last day of the game tech. Okay, yeah, we're okay. We are okay. So that's everything sorted there. Light tanks, we are falling behind, but we're going to convert our light tank units to medium tank units. And then start producing medium tank units. But we are getting 3.3 medium tanks a turn. We're going to ramp up that production as much as possible. As we go forward, we're going to capture more factories that balances things out. And capture more resources and more factories, etc., etc. And everything will be happy and jolly and awesome. What are we currently researching? Mechanized equipment. Yes, that's something I definitely want. We're going to then start producing that left, right, and center. Yeah, okay. And the national focuses currently support units. Yes. Okay, we're just going to hit play again. We are holding this line here against the Soviets, which I think it's good that the Soviets are doing little prodding attacks because it is taking away from their planning bonus, which means whenever we do give this the green light again, it'll be in our benefit. Plan is deemed to be risky at the moment. You know what? Let's... I know that I should learn the hotkey. What's the hotkey for this? Shortcut. Just minus. Minus is the... Okay, I should have known that long ago. We're going to go and see what this produces. What are you? You're balanced. Okay. We are pushing. We are getting... There's green logos about. That stuff's happening. Hopefully the Germans are pushing with us. And let's see now. Unassigned air divisions. Yeah, let's just go over there. Okay, you want a close air support, strategic bombing, normal operations, and away you go. Back to the default map, which is F1. I should start learning these. It just makes sense. So if we can get up to this river for now, because river crossings are a bit of a prick. But production, not production. It's recruit and deploy. Sorry for that. I do sort of want a lighter infantry unit, but what's this? Location. Ship there. Doesn't matter your army for now. I want you to do one, and until it starts dropping off. I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Ooh. You know what? Let's take away 2. Yeah, that'll do. I feel more comfortable with that. Now, what is going on here? So if we can circle this army, which is just proven to be a tad annoying. We are having low supply issues over here as well, which irritates me quite a bit. Do we have any light tank units in this army? Because I think we are more than okay. Is it shift to select? It is. I am going to get you... Probably not the best time to upgrade you. If I was to change division template to... Not even... that. Medium tank. It needs 600 medium tanks. We only have 215 available. That is fucking annoying. We're going to have to take a look at our medium tank unit. Maybe the structure of it is just wrong at the moment. You know what? You can come in here. Everybody come in here. Just bop this guy to fuck. And then just go back about your normal plan. Push up to the river and that'll be fine. I know we have our battle plan pushing all the way to Stalingrad. But I think just... we'll halt once we make a decent bit of progress here. Well, if we can push over the river without taking massive losses, that would also be quite awesome. Yes, the Soviets just have so many troops. Everything going okay elsewhere. We are a couple of naval invasions and stuff, but we should be able to hold them off for the most part. Soviets are being a bit dickish over here. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Okay, so we pushed the Soviets out of that province, and we're still pushing. So we'll let that tick for a bit. Our supplies aren't horrendous, which is always a good thing. And what if we switched over to these defense forces? Your attack plan isn't terrible, so you know what? Let's go to the recruit and deploy. You're going to go to this whenever you're ready. I'm going to let them train as much as possible. I'm not too worried about our front getting too spread out because we do have the Germans here as well, which is fine. They're our allies until things go terrible and we need to switch sides because we're chickens. It will be interesting to see how this front develops, because there is a lot of allies here, a lot of Germans too, but not as many as I would like, to be fair. And see, we've pushed up to the river along here and we started to stagnate. We are still pushing down here slightly, but just everything's a tad slow. Okay, let's research. Let's get some more research underway. Am I falling behind on this? It is 41. Yeah, let's research that. Get our production efficiency cap up, which is always good. We're going to have to expand our home guard shortly. Okay, so this is all Soviet territory. For some reason, because of the it all of a sudden white here, for some reason I was thinking, you know, this is a different country and this was the border. But no, this is just a river and the Soviets will just have to be pushed back across it. That's a stubborn little province. The Germans aren't really helping too much here. And we're so close to Kiev. That warning was for air and supplies and all that lovely stuff. So I just want to push up to the river and then we'll halt that plan. Actually, the plan is actually, you know, plan value is fluctuating, but at the moment it's positive. And it's telling us, you know what, lads, work away, just fucking go mad. Right. What is it I want to do? Still holding off these naval invasions, which is, again, fine. Or anti-tank, still short. We're not really producing a great amount. Okay, I was wondering why we lost like 20k worth of infantry equipment, but then I did just create 10 battalions. Again, the medium tank production is ramping up. It was 3.3 when we started the video, which is only 13 minutes ago, and it's now up to 5 a day. Producing 1.4 fighters a day, and the more provinces we take, the more factories we get, which is fantastic. Alright, just take this province and then I'll halt the plan for a bit. No, not you. I need you. Just that one province, guys. One province. Let's ramp up the speed. That's not the shortcut for it. Shortcut is plus. It's because I'm in this. I don't know. Okay, so we have pushed up. Let's halt for now. Get supplies, planning bonus, redeploy, and we can hold this pretty... I'd say we could hold this for quite some time. I know that's not the plan or the objective, but this goddamn... Hang on now, we need to get the... No, not fallback line, garrison area. Need you to do your job. Please and thank you. and you're going to cause issues, but because some of the garrison area is behind enemy lines, but hopefully not for too much longer. You need 27 divisions now. So let's recruit and deploy, train, no location set. You're going to go there. And you're going to be added to the home guard. And I'm going to 4. Are you serious? The number of divisions is there. I do feel like a tiny smidgen of an idiot. Just shut up. May as well get 6. Bring our home guard up to 30. And let's just take a look at the template. Do we have military police? We do not. Let's add military police. Save. I know it's going to eat a bit of manpower, but I just think it's better in the long run to have the military police. Because, you know, it just is. Get over it. Let's take a look at this. We do have only the 3 tanks. It still takes a shit ton of tanks to do anything. Do we want to maybe remove? Brings down the manpower. The soft attack is down. Everything's down, really. Piercing's up. Combat width. I think that's what I'll do, but it'll be mechanized. And yeah, not sure what to do with these. Usually you've got support artillery and anti-tank, so you don't really need that. Save. Because I just want to get rid of the anti-tank stuff. In terms of research, we do have a slot available. We're a bit ahead of time there. We want to increase our factor output because we need tanks, people. We need tanks. Lots and lots of tanks. So we'll hold this line for a while, get our planning bonus back, supplies, all that lovely stuff. And there's our mechanized details. That is fine. What is next? It is still 41, early 41. So that's all ahead of time. Nothing here we really want. In terms of tanks, that wrong click. We could get a heavy, but we're not going to go down the heavy route. Could get our... Yes, let's improve our artillery. That makes perfect sense. And we are insufficient resources. We're short of steel and this. United States, send. And for tungsten, United States again, send. That should sort that out, hopefully. Oh, they're given 56 of 56. Okay, Vichy, France, send. And use, we're going to go to the Japanese, send. And that should, yeah, there we go. We want to just keep ahead of our production. We want as much stuff as possible. These could nearly be, whenever they're, as soon as they're ready to deploy, I'm deploying them, because it's the military police, I'm not really too fussed. These could be deployed already, but we really want our frontline troops to have as much experience as possible before actually joining the front. Still holding off the odd naval invasion here. Enemy's air superiority, that's just unfortunate right now. It's only our planes in the air here, and one, they're crap, and there's not a lot of them. And plus air combat's not something that I do a lot with, let's just say. Now, could I... Oops, that's a national focus complete. What was that? The support units, in order for infantry to perform, blah blah blah. Where is it? I'll just take a look at it here. Support units. Okay. The reason we were getting all of this is that we want War College, which gives us an extra research slot. So Doctrine Discoveries requires all of the following, and one time 50% research bonus for a land doctrine, which will come in handy. So we'll get that underway. And we'll just continue. Again, we're at a stage where we're sort of just tiny pushes, sit, wait, tiny push, sit, wait, tiny push, and sort of seeing how things are moving. The sheer numbers of Soviets, though, is the issue. We have 47 divisions over here. I think that's counting a few of our home guard. But we have 40 units in this army. Maybe it's time to split this army into two. You know, the supply status isn't terrible in these guys. It's in the 80s. But I would like everybody to be fully supplied before we do anything. You're level 4 with max planning 10% and max entrenchment 30. But what do you have? Winter attrition minus 50%. Ha! Okay, so let's pause. This is going to be a terrible idea. But I'm going to half everything. I'm going to assign them to a new army. Yous are going to get a Sergi here as your commander. Your battle plan is going to remain the same. But you, my friend, are going to... Actually, let's amend your battle plan. I just want to edit. Let's right click, drag that down, and you can focus solely there. And Sergi here, he's going to get a front line. Let's push from here, and you're going to get a offensive line of. Let's try and capture these two cities for now. Yeah, I like that. I want different colors. You are going to be red for Moscow, because that's going to be the Moscow army. And you can... green for green. That's just what you have. Green for green. Makes perfect sense. Don't judge me, you bastards. And I just realized this video has gone over my sort of planned allotted time. Just before I wrap up, Ace Pilot promoted. Everything here is fine. We're not producing any of these, so that's... oh, it's okay. We're up to 547 medium tanks. And yeah, everything is going grand. We're okay here, and look at, like, I mean, we're only at 44% of production efficiency. Once the stuff comes in, that'll be, and this, I mean the stuff, the research, sorry, comes in, that'll be a nice little boost, and we can start pumping out more and more tanks. As you can see, it keeps going up. We're now nearly 7 tanks a day, and that's only going to keep increasing. This was supposed to change to mechanized. Can we edit the mechanized? Create a variant. No, we can't. That's okay. We've changed over to mechanized. You're going to ramp up to that. Improved artillery. You're going to lose a few because I want some here. Which is insufficient resources. Ah, are you serious? One rubber? One rubber? It's just annoying. No template for the mechanized. To get rid of that little... let's go to our edit. Let's get rid of that. Oops. Just wanted to remove the whole line. Mechanized, mechanized, and mechanized. Save. Missing equipment production. Motorized. Anything that's got motorized, we should... oh, we need to keep some sort of motorized, don't we? No, we'll keep token motorized, and you can... why aren't you... ah, wrong one. Never mind. Be quiet. Shush. I know what I'm doing. I think. I'm going to take one... that down to there. Just have a token motorized. And... yeah. So in the next episode we should have these guys become available and add to this front, push the allies out, and then maybe split some of the more experienced troops, probably the ones that are sitting on the border here already, split off and join these two armies, and we can continue our push into the Soviet Union with Stalingrad and now maybe Moscow, depending on how successful the push is. But I think our main push will occur once we have some medium tank divisions in the field. But that's going to have to wait to the next video because this one is over. So please go away. And until next time, folks, good luck and goodbye.